Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey season replay. Tonight, Strat-O-Matic Hockey and Block 30 find us at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey for an Eastern Conference matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New Jersey Devils. Taking a quick look at the standings, the Maple Leafs are in second place in the South Northeast Division behind Ottawa. The Maple Leafs have a record of 26 wins, 19 losses, and 9 overtime losses. Good for 61 points. They're currently just 2 points out of the division lead with Ottawa. As for New Jersey, they are currently on the outside looking in. 23 wins, 27 losses, and 2 overtime losses, 48 points. But the Devils are 2-0 on the board, unlike the Maple Leafs, who are 0-1 on the board. That could come into play in division races potentially. But we're all set for this one, so what say we drop the puck and get straight into this one. I'll move the decks back. Actually, we're just about as good as we can get there. And I'll bring the play chart over so it's a lot closer where I can actually see it. There we are. And now we're all set. Face-offs are even, actually. 17 will be a visiting left defenseman. That'll be over to Phaneuf for Toronto, and we're off and running to start the first. Opponent defense 2. Green will take the puck away with an inside shot. Phaneuf will try to intimidate. Phaneuf will intimidate. He'll take the puck right back for Toronto. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for the left wing. That'll be Parise with an outside shot. That's a 6. That'll be a save. That'll be over to Kessel for Toronto. Kessel with it for Toronto. Opponent defense 9. Parise will take the puck away with an outside shot only. He'll let that go from the point. That's a 5. Save made over to Bozak. Bozak for Toronto. Opponent defense 9. Zajac will take the puck away. Outside shot only. He'll let that go. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Giguère. 7, 9, and 11 are bad numbers. That's a 9. Score! Travis Zajac gets the Devils out to an early 1-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! Let's see, that will be from... We'll flip over a couple cards to get assists. Let's see, Zajac scored. That'll be Green. And... Parise. As New Jersey gets out to an early 1-0 lead here in the first. We'll adjust Green just a little bit so the scoreboard is easier to see. We'll bring the teams back to center ice for the face-off. They remain even. A 12 will be visitors any player. That'll go over to Kessel for Toronto, and we're off. Opponent defense 1. Parise will take the puck away with an inside shot. Kessel will try to intimidate. Kessel will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Kessel looking at passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Bozak. Bozak will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Zajac. Zajac for New Jersey. Possible breakaway. Right wing if the breakaway penetration rating is 2. Langenbrunner's a 4. He's in on Giguère alone. Breakaway for Langenbrunner. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Giguère. That's an 8. That'll be a save made by Giguère on the goalie rating. That'll be either defenseman. They'll give that to Beauchemin. Beauchemin for Toronto. We'll lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. That'll be Parise with an inside shot. Kessel will try to intimidate. That's a 9. Kessel will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Green. Green will let that go from the point. That's a 9. He'll lose that over to Beauchemin. Beauchemin for Toronto. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Bozak. Bozak will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Kessel. He'll let that go from the slot. That's an 11. Save made, and that'll go over to Langenbrunner just in time for a forwards line change. And that'll be Elias coming out with the puck. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Zubris. Zubris will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Sjostrom. Sjostrom with it. Opponent defense 4. That'll be an inside shot for Stahlberg. Right defenseman can try to intimidate. Green will try to intimidate. And he will take the puck away, but a possible penalty. And that'll be a power play 16 if this is a penalty. 1 to 15, no penalty. No penalty. That'll be... What did we say? Intimidation was right defenseman. That's Green, who's got it for New Jersey now. Outside shot only for anybody. He will pass that over to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will take the outside shot. That's a 9. Save made, and that'll go over to Phaneuf. Phaneuf for Toronto. Passing D. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will throw that at the net. That's a 10. Save made. That'll go over to Sjostrom. Sjostrom for Toronto. He'll lose that over to Kovalchuk, and we'll get a defenseman line change. Kovalchuk with it for New Jersey. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Zubris. Grabowski will try to intimidate. Grabowski will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Grabowski with it for Toronto. Opponent defense 3. Zubris will take the puck away with an outside shot. He's going to try to make a pass. Passing L. He'll lose that over to Stahlberg. Stahlberg will intercept it. Possible breakaway. Left wing the right wing if the breakaway penetration rating is 3. Stahlberg is a 4. He is in on Brodeur alone. What can Stahlberg do here? That's a 10. Save made by Brodeur. That'll go over to Elias. Elias for New Jersey. Looking at opponent defense 10. That'll be a penalty on Stahlberg. He'll go off for hooking. 1, 2, 3. We'll get a forwards line change. And then we'll see what kind of power play New Jersey gets out of this. Cards were sticking together. All right, we flipped over the cards already, so let's see what kind of power play New Jersey is going to have. 9 is checking the left wing's defense. He's a 2, so that'll be an inside shot for the center. That'll be Niedermeyer with an inside shot. That's a 3. That's a goalie rating on Jaguar. That's a 6. That's a rebound chance. Offensive lefty, if offense rating 3 or more. White is not, so that'll get stopped cold. And then we'll have a rebound shot for Clarkson. Clarkson will let that go on the rebound. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Jaguar. That's a 6. Rebound chance. Offense, any player. We don't play with injuries, so that'll be a rebound shot now for... Clarkson's going to follow his own rebound in. That's a 9. That'll be a save, and the Devils can't do anything on the power play. We'll bring that face-off out of Toronto's end. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs now are still even. That'll be a 3. That'll be a home left wing win. That'll be Rolston with it, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 8. Wallen will take the puck away with an outside shot only. That's a 7. Save made, and over to Clarkson. Clarkson for New Jersey. He'll lose that over to Lundmark. Lundmark's got it now for Toronto. Opponent defense 5. Clarkson, that'll be an outside shot for Wallen. Wallen will try to make a pass. Passing J. He'll lose that over to Clarkson. Clarkson for New Jersey. Opponent defense 4. Lundmark, that'll be an inside shot for Rolston. Right defenseman Shen will try to intimidate. Shen will intimidate. He'll take the puck away for Toronto. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer from the point. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Jaguar. That's a 5. Save made by Jaguar. That'll go over to Wallen. Wallen for Toronto. Outside shot only for anybody. He will give that to... Caberlet will take the outside shot from the point. That's a 5. Save made and over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer for New Jersey. Opponent defense 6. Mitchell, that'll be an outside shot for Clarkson. Clarkson will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck, any defensive player with it. They'll give that to Lundmark. Last chance for Toronto. Passing F. Lose the puck, outside shot for the center. Niedermeyer will throw that at the net as time ticks down in the first. Save made over to Caberlet, and there's the horn to end the first period. And after 1, the goal by Zajac is our difference, as New Jersey has a 1-0 lead. And we will get everything ready for the second period of this game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying a little Monday Night Hockey here on the channel. This one is still very much anybody's game. Come on. There we go. Remote wasn't wanting to click for a second there. Zamboni's finishing up getting the ice cleaned up for the second period of this game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Take a quick drink of my Crystal Light, and then we'll be set to start the second period of this game. Teams are at center ice for the face-off. Face-offs are even to start the second period. 10 will be a home win. That'll go up to Langenbrunner to start the second. And the Devils are off and running. Looking at opponent defense 3. Kuhlman will take the puck away with an outside shot. He is going to try to make a pass. Lose the puck. As Green intercepts it, he will have it for New Jersey. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Zajac. Bozak will try to intimidate. Bozak will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Bozak for Toronto. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Kessel. Kessel will try to make a pass with it. Passing K. That'll be an inside shot right back to Bozak. He's going to let that go from the slot. 7, he'll lose that over to Parise, as Parise will make a great block on the play. Passing D will be an inside shot for Zajac. Bozak will try to intimidate. Bozak will intimidate. He'll take the puck away for Toronto. Opponent defense 9. Zajac will take the puck away with an outside shot only. Zajac already has one tonight. 9. That's a goalie rating on Jaguar. That's a 9. Score! Travis Zajac gets his second of the night. as the Devils now open up a 2-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! I was about to say groans for some reason, but the Devils are the home team. Flip over our first card. Parise within any player will have his second assist on the night. And no. Zajac scored. And Langenbrunner. As the Devils racing out to a 2-0 lead here at home. I'll tip the camera down just ever so slightly. That'll do. And we are back to center ice for the face-off. Devils now have a little bit of breathing room. Face-offs remain even. 16 will be a visitor win as Kessel's got it for Toronto. The Maple Leafs need to get something going here. Passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Kuhlman. Langenbrunner will not try to intimidate. He'll let the inside shot go. That's a 7. Save made by Brodeur. That'll go over to Green. Green for New Jersey. Passing F. Outside shot for Parise. Parise will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck. Phaneuf will intercept that pass. Phaneuf looking at opponent defense 7. Green will take the puck away with an outside shot only. That's a 9. He'll lose that over to Beauchemin. Beauchemin for Toronto. Opponent defense 9. Salvador will take the puck away, outside shot only. Salvador will let that go. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing. That will be Kessel shutting that down for Toronto. Opponent defense 4. Parise will take the puck away with an inside shot. Right defenseman is Beauchemin. He will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, take the puck away, and that'll be a forwards line change. Beauchemin will still have the puck for Toronto. Opponent defense 2. Salvador will take the puck away with an inside shot. Right wing Sjostrom will try to intimidate. He will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Sjostrom with it for Toronto. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent will try to intimidate. He will give that up to Grabovski. Zubris will try to intimidate. Zubris will just barely intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Opponent defense 1. Grabovski with that'll be an inside shot for the left wing. Right D is Beauchemin. He will try to intimidate. He will intimidate, but there's a possible penalty on Beauchemin. 1-15, no penalty. That is a 9. We'll play on. Passing E for Beauchemin. Outside shot for Grabovski. He'll throw that at the net. The Maple Leafs need to get something going here. An 8, that could help. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left D. That's Phaneuf with a rebound. 11. That would be a goalie rating if the Maple Leafs were on the power play, but they're not, so instead the Devils will freeze it. We'll get the face-off. We'll take that face-off to the left of Brodeur. Face-offs right now are still even. 7 will be a home win. That'll go over to the left wing. That will be Kovalchuk with it, and we're off once again. Kovalchuk will lose that over to Sjostrom. We'll have a defenseman line change. Back to it for Toronto. Sjostrom will lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Kovalchuk. Sjostrom will try to intimidate. That's an 8. Sjostrom will take the puck away. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to... Sjostrom will take that himself, actually. No. They'll give that up to Caberlet. Mateau will try to intimidate. Mateau will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Mateau with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Shen. Toronto needs to get something going here. 11. That'll be a save, and that'll go over to Elias. Elias for New Jersey. Opponent defense 9. Stahlberg will take the puck away. Outside shot only. That's a 9. Save made, and that'll go over to Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk for New Jersey. Looking at opponent defense 11. Sjostrom, that's going to be a penalty. Bad time for a penalty. He'll go off for tripping. We'll have a forwards line change first, and then we'll see what kind of power play New Jersey is going to have here in the later stages of the second period. One, 2, 3. And a 6. If the right D is a 4 on defense, he is not. So that'll be an inside shot for the left wing. That'll be Rolston with an inside shot first. That's a 10. That'll be a save. And a rebound shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer's got it from the rebound. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Jaguar. That's a 10. Save made by Jaguar. We'll take that face-off just out of the Toronto end as Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs right now are still even. A 3, that'll be a home left wing win. That'll be over to Rolston, and we're off once again. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Lundmark. Lundmark will let that go from the point. That's a 5. Save made, and over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer for New Jersey. Passing F. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Lundmark. Lundmark will throw that one at the net as well. 9. Save made, and over to Mateau. Mateau for New Jersey. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Caberlet. Caberlet will let that go. That's a 9. Save made, and down to Rolston. Rolston for New Jersey. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer will try to make a pass. Passing J will be an inside shot for Clarkson. Clarkson will let that go from the slot. 11, a goal on a 1-11, and score! David Clarkson now gives the Devils a 3-0 lead. Arena cheers. Yay! That will be from, that'll be from Niedermeyer at least. And we'll flip over a card to get one more assist if we can. Let's see, any player 9, no. Left wing, Rolston. As the Devils now have a 3-0 lead here in the late stages of the second period. Faceoffs remain even. An 18 will be visitor right defenseman. That'll be over to inferior right defenseman. Toronto is going to try to open up their offense a little bit more. So let's see what we've got here. And that'll be passing A on offense 3. Passing A will be an outside shot for Lundmark. Lundmark will throw that at the net. Maple Leafs need to try to do something. A 5 will be a save, and over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer for New Jersey. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Shen. White will try to intimidate. He'll take the puck away, but a possible penalty. 1-15, no penalty. That's a 4. Last play of the period. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Mitchell. Mitchell will let that go. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defense, any player with a defense rating 3 or more. White is a 4. He will have that, but more importantly, there's the horn to end the second period of this game. After 2, the Devils now out to a 3-0 lead. And we're going to see a goaltending change coming out of the third period as Jonas Gustafsson will take over a net for Toronto. Okay. Just going to get everything ready for the third period of this game. And while I'm doing that, I will mention that there will be no hockey tomorrow night or Wednesday night. Tuesday is my designated off night from streaming during my replays, actually during any time of the year except for during the playoffs. We'll probably see Tuesday Night Hockey return once this replay gets into the playoffs as well. But, and Wednesday we'll be playing the Legacy of Cthulhu. So our next game in this replay will actually be Thursday night, as we will be at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California, where the New York Rangers will be playing the Los Angeles Kings. The Kings are very much in the thick of the playoff picture. I don't think the Rangers are, though. The Rangers, no. The Rangers right now, like the Devils here on the board tonight, are also on the outside looking in. We'll see if that changes. Or is now I'm curious if Los Angeles is in the playoff. Well, Los Angeles right now, based on division standings, would be out of the playoff picture. But based on points, they are very much in it. They're 2 points behind Anaheim for the last playoff spot in the Pacific Division. The way the playoffs work is the top 2 teams from each division get in, plus the best 2 wildcard teams. Right now, Los Angeles is on the outside. Well, actually, 58 points. There are quite a few teams with 58 points, but because of division standing, Los Angeles would be out. So they need to get past Anaheim for a shot at the playoffs. Or possibly have tiebreakers break their way. I don't know what the layout is because I don't have my Access database that I'm going to use to check head-to-head tiebreakers in front of me. Although there will be a standings update once I get the action entered from tonight's block. And actually, before we start the third period, I'm going to take a small break because I'm going to get a refresh on my drink. So once I get the action deck built for the third period, we're going to pause it a little bit here so I can take a quick break and get a freshen up on my drink. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll let both teams get a little extra warm-up time here. So I can freshen up my drink. So stand by for the start of the third period. Forgive the small delay, just checking to make sure the camera didn't freeze up on me. We are all set to start the third period of this one. Toronto looking to try to open up their offense here. Face-offs are even. 20, that'll go to the visiting right wing, that'll go over to Kessel, and we're off. Let's see, that will be opponent defense 11, as Parise is going to go for a penalty, is going to take a penalty right away. We'll flip over the 3 cards, 2, 3. Parise will go off for tripping. And a 15 is the power play that awaits. If 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, let's see, right. And we do have 4 4-rated defensive players, so that'll be an inside shot only for Kuhlman. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Brodeur. 7 and 8 are bad numbers. That is a 7. Score! Nikolai Kuhlman puts the Maple Leafs on the board here in the third with a power play goal. 3-1, New Jersey. Arena groans. Ugh. We'll get a couple of assists if we can. Any player 6? No. Center, that'll be from Bozak. And Boschman. As the Maple Leafs now back in it. 3-1. 3-1 is the deficit they face. Face-offs are still even. 2 will be a home win. That'll be to Green for New Jersey, and we're off. Passing E. Green, that'll be an outside shot for Langenbrunner. Langenbrunner will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Bozak. Bozak for Toronto with it. He'll lose the puck, inside shot for anybody. Opponent can try to intimidate. They'll give that to Parise. Kessel will try to intimidate. Kessel will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Kessel with it for Toronto. Looking at opponent defense 9. Parise will take the puck away with an outside shot only. Parise will let that go from the point. 6. Save made and right back over to Kessel. Kessel with it for Toronto. Outside shot only for anybody. He will take that. Yeah, he'll take that himself. That's a 4. Save made and over to Green. Green for New Jersey. Opponent defense 5. Phaneuf, that'll be an outside shot for Zajac. Zajac will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Kessel. Kessel with it for Toronto. That'll be opponent defense 4. And Parise will take the puck away with an inside shot. Right defenseman, Boschman will try to intimidate. Boschman will intimidate. He'll take the puck away into a forward's line change. Boschman with it for Toronto. Looking at passing A. That'll be an inside shot for Stahlberg. Right defenseman is Green. He will try to intimidate. Green will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Green's got it for New Jersey. Opponent defense 6. Phaneuf. That'll be an outside shot for Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk will throw that at the net. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Salvador with a rebound shot. That's an 8. That's another rebound. This time it'll be Boschman shutting it down for Toronto. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right wing, if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. Elias is a 4. He's in on Gustafsson alone. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Gustafsson. 5, 8, and 9 are bad numbers. That is a 5. Goal on a 1-17. And score! Patrick Elias restores the 3-goal lead for New Jersey as The Devils lead 4-1. Arena cheers. Yay! Flipping over cards to get some assists. That will be from Zubris and Kovalchuk. As the Devils lead this one 4-1. Faceoffs are still even. That'll be an 18. That'll be a visiting right defenseman win. That's over to Boscheman, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 1. Salvador will take the puck away with an inside shot. Grabowski will try to intimidate. Grabowski will intimidate, but a possible penalty. 1-15, no penalty. That's a 10. Grabowski will have it. We'll play on. Possible breakaway. Left D if the breakaway penetration rating is 3. Phaneuf is a 3. He's in on Brodeur alone. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing if defensive rating 2 or more. Elias is a 3. He will shut that down, and we will have a defenseman line change. Elias with it for New Jersey. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Caberlet. Caberlet will let that go from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance on Brodeur. Defense, any player with a defense rating 3 or more. White is a 4. He will have that for New Jersey. Possible breakaway. Left wing if the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Kovalchuk is a 4. He's in on Gustafsson alone. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Gustafsson. And that's a 10. Save made by Gustafsson. That'll go over to Sjostrom. Sjostrom for Toronto. Lose the puck. Inside shot for any player. They'll give that to Kovalchuk. Sjostrom will try to intimidate. He will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Sjostrom for Toronto. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Grabowski. Zubris will not try to intimidate. That's a 4. Save made and over to Zubris. Actually, over to White. White for New Jersey. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to... They'll give that to Sjostrom. Kovalchuk will not try to intimidate. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left wing. Stahlberg's got the rebound. He's in on Brodeur with it. 7 is a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 4, and that'll get smothered by Brodeur for a faceoff. We'll take that to the right of Brodeur just in time for a forwards line change. As the Devils are trying to hold on to get a big win for them to try to get back into something resembling playoff picture. Okay. I'm going to take a quick drink of my Crystal Light, getting thirsty again. Much better. Face-offs are still even. That's a 19. That'll be a visitor left wing win. That'll be up to Lundmark on an offensive zone win for Toronto. And we're off. He will... Opponent defense 5. Clarkson. That'll be an outside shot for Wallen. Wallen will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Ralston. Ralston for New Jersey. Looking at losing the puck. Outside shot only for Shen. Shen will let that go from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive center, defense rating 2 or more. Niedermeyer is a 3. He'll have that. Not for long, he'll lose it over to Mitchell. Mitchell looking at a possible breakaway. Right wing if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Wallen is only a 1. That'll be Ralston with it for New Jersey. Opponent defense 3. That'll be an inside shot for Clarkson. Left defenseman Caberlet will try to intimidate. Caberlet will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Caberlet with it for Toronto. Losing it over to Mateau. Mateau for New Jersey. Outside shot only for anybody. He will give that to... He'll take it himself, actually. That's a 7. He'll lose that over to Lundmark. Lundmark for Toronto. Opponent defense 3. Clarkson, that'll be an inside shot for Wallen. Left defenseman is White. He will try to intimidate. That's a 14, just barely, but White will take the puck away. Lose the puck, possible breakaway. Center, if the breakaway penetration rating is 2 or more. Mitchell is a 2. He's in on Brodeur alone. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Brodeur. That's a 3. Save made, and that'll go over to Rolston. Rolston for New Jersey. Opponent defense 7. That will be, he'll take the puck away, outside shot only. Wallen will let that go from the point as time is ticking down. 10 will lose to any defensive player. That'll be Niedermeyer, and there's the horn to end the game. The Devils with a furious onslaught in this one. They will take this game by a final score of 4-1. Arena cheers. Yay! But of course, as you guys know the drill by now, we are not done yet because we've got to ask our friends at Downey Games, with the help of Final Score Hockey, how the rest of the NHL fared in this schedule block. So as usual, I will do cleanup, and then we'll see how the rest of the NHL fared. I'm just going to do my ticker update real quick. And one thing I wanted to mention while I'm doing cleanup, getting ready for tonight's Final Score Hockey by Downey Games, is if you're watching the channel on a regular, if you're watching my community tab, you may notice that I just put a new poll up on my community tab. So we are starting to close in on the playoffs, as tonight is Block 30. And I was just doing some calculations from Copilot earlier today at work, and the playoffs should, if the current schedule holds, then the playoffs for this replay should be starting in the month of September. So I do want to continue featuring both systems on the channel that I'm using in this replay. So what the poll is to determine for each conference what system they're going to be in. So the way the options are set up is, I think I've got Eastern Strat and Weston inside the crease, and then reversed as it being our poll options. What that means is, for the playoffs for the each entire conference, that's the system they'll be in. So the Western playoffs would be in, say, Strat, whereas the Eastern Conference playoffs would be in inside the crease. So when we get to the Stanley Cup final, then the home team, when the Eastern team is the home team, their games would be in inside the crease, and the Western playoff and the Western home games would be in Strat. So that's what you're voting on in that poll. And that poll is going to be binding, unlike some of the other polls I've had on the channel in the past. Where some of the other polls, I was seeking information, this one is going to be a binding poll. You guys are going to decide how the systems are featured in the playoffs in this replay. Normally I try to be careful, and I was definitely a lot more careful with baseball than I have been with football or hockey in terms of having split systems where I've got the same season in multiple systems. I think part of the way I did the split here was I was expecting to get rid of inside the crease at the time before I revisited inside the crease, and I was like, this is actually a pretty good game. And it started to make a lot more sense to me. So I ended up bringing all of my inside the crease seasons back up into my collection. As a result, I had a little bit of overlap between the two systems. So that's why we've got some of the split problems that we've got here. But it doesn't seem to be too bad for the most part. So that's the story behind the poll that's now up in the community tab on my channel. to bring my crystal light over as well. But we are now all set to ask our friends at Downey Games via Final Score Hockey how the rest of the NHL fared. The New Jersey Devils got a huge win in this block to beat the Maple Leafs 4-1 and climb as of now. Well, it's a little bit too soon yet, but we'll see how things fare here. Actually, they got a ways to go to get caught up to the Islanders. They need to go on a sustained run here. Or they need to run down the Buffalo Sabres potentially, which might be a little bit of a bigger ask. But we'll see about that. I'm rambling as well. We are on January 29th in the replay, where we've got the Bruins and the Sabres. Boston with an F16, that is 1. Buffalo, M66 is 8. The Sabres will beat up on the Bruins 8-1. Avalanche and the Stars. Colorado, I-23, that is 2. Dallas, K-32, that is 3. And that's a pressure situation for the Colorado. The Avalanche are a C under pressure. A C-54 will just miss for Colorado. Dallas will escape with a 3-2 victory. Predators and the Red Wings. Nashville, F-41, that is 2. Detroit, K-64, that is 6. Detroit with a 6-2 victory over Nashville. Anaheim, across the country, at Tampa Bay. Ducks, I-21, that is 2. Lightning, G61, that is 4. Tampa Bay will double up Anaheim 4-2. Panthers and the Capitals. Florida, E23, that is 1. Capitals, O65 is going to be a lot more than 1, that is 8. And Washington will take an 8-1 victory. On to January 30th, Kings and the Bruins. Los Angeles, I-14 is 1. Boston, J52, that is 4. Bruins get a 4-1 victory. Blackhawks and the Hurricanes. Chicago, L15 is 2. Carolina, K32, that is 3. Chicago with a pressure situation. Blackhawks are a B under pressure. A B23 won't do anything for Chicago. Carolina will get a 3-2 victory. Edmonton at Calgary in a flashback to their 80s hockey rivalry. Edmonton, G52. G52 is 3. Calgary with a D52, that is 2. And that's a pressure situation for Calgary. The Flames are a D under pressure. D24 won't do anything for Calgary, though. Edmonton with a 3-2 victory. Thrashers and the Predators. Atlanta wanted this game. F66 is 5. Nashville, H33, that is 2. And Atlanta with a 5-2 victory over Nashville. Canadiens and the Senators. Montreal, F22, that is 1. Ottawa, J44, that is 3. Ottawa with a 3-1 victory. Islanders and the Flyers. Islanders, F61, that is 3. Flyers, H63, that is 4. That's a pressure situation for the Islanders. An E under pressure. An E23 won't do anything for the Islanders. Flyers with a 4-3 victory. Rangers and the Coyotes. Rangers, E52, that is 2. Actually, I'm going to go with that being 3, because I'm pretty sure that's a typo. Coyotes, J36 is also 3. Pressure situations all around. Rangers are an E. Coyotes are a B. E15 won't do anything for the Rangers. Neither will a B13 for the Coyotes, which means we are going to overtime. Phoenix with a chance to win first. A J52 will get it done for Phoenix. They'll take a 4-3 victory over the Rangers. Wild and the Sharks. Minnesota, E35 is 2. San Jose, L56 is going to be a lot more than 2. Well, not a lot, but 4, which is still enough for no pressure situation. San Jose gets a 4-2 victory. Columbus and St. Louis are both Gs. Blue Jackets roll a 31. That is 2. Blues roll a 42. That is 3. And that's a pressure situation for Columbus. They're an E under pressure. 41 won't do anything for Columbus, though. St. Louis will get a 3-2 victory. Canucks and the Maple Leafs. Vancouver, M25 is 3. Toronto, I-55, that is 4. That's a pressure situation for Vancouver. The Canucks are a B under pressure. But a 43 won't do anything for Vancouver. The Maple Leafs will get a 4-3 victory. Rangers at the Avalanche. Rangers, F21, that is 1. Avalanche, L21, that is 2. And that's a pressure situation for the Rangers. The Rangers are an E under pressure. E61 will just barely miss for the Rangers. Colorado will get a 2-1 victory. January 31st, by the way, so there will be a standings update after tonight's block. Coyotes and the Stars. Phoenix, G56, that is 4. Dallas, M53, that is also 4. Pressure situation all around. Coyotes are a B. Stars are an E. B23 and E23 won't do anything for either team, which means that one's going to overtime. Dallas with a chance to win first. And M22 won't do it for Dallas. Neither will a G44 for Phoenix, which means we've got a shootout and we've got the handy-dandy scoreboard set to go. Both teams are C's, round 1. Neither team will score, round 2. Phoenix will score, Dallas will not, round 3. If Phoenix scores here, it's over. And Dallas not scoring will get us to the same result. Phoenix will take that one, 5-4 in the shootout. Our first shootout of the ticker somehow. Islanders and the Panthers. Islanders, I-26 is 2. Panthers, E43, that is also 2. Both teams are E's under pressure, and we've got pressure all around. E44 and 22 won't do anything for either team, so that one is going to overtime. Florida with a chance to win first. An E46 won't do anything for Florida, but an I-64 will for the Islanders. They will take that one 3-2 in overtime. Kings and the Devils. We will see the Kings on the board Thursday night. Kings, G62, that is 4. New Jersey, K32, that is 3. Pressure situation for New Jersey, the Devils are a C under pressure. C65 might let New Jersey score. A C34 won't let the Kings stop them, though. The Devils will score that one to tie it late in the third. That one will go to overtime, where New Jersey has a chance to win first. A K36 won't help New Jersey. Neither will a G45 for Los Angeles, which means we've got ourselves a shootout. Both teams are Ds in the shootout, round 1. Neither team will score, round 2. New Jersey will score, Los Angeles will not, round 3. Los Angeles has to score here or it's over. They will not score, the Devils will take that one, 5-4 in the shootout. Wings at the Penguins, rematch of historically the previous 2 Stanley Cup finals. Red Wings, F45, that is 3. Penguins, N21, that is 2. That's a pressure situation for the Penguins. The Penguins are a C under pressure. C25 won't do anything for Pittsburgh, though. The Red Wings will get a 3-2 victory. Lightning at the Capitals. Tampa Bay, E31, that is 2. Capitals, N32, that is 3. Pressure situation for the Lightning. Tampa Bay is an E under pressure. 36 won't do anything for Tampa Bay. Washington with a 3-2 victory. February 1st, Flyers and the Flames, both I's. Flyers roll a 14, that is 1. Flames roll a 53, that is 4. Calgary with a 4-1 victory. Hurricanes and the Oilers, rematch of the 2005-06 Stanley Cup final, I think. Carolina, H31, that is 2. Oilers, F54, that is 3. That's a pressure situation for Carolina. The Hurricanes are an E under pressure. And E21 won't do anything for Carolina. Edmonton with a 3-2 victory. Ducks and the Panthers. Anaheim, K54, that is 4. Panthers, F41, that is 2. Anaheim will get a 4-2 victory out of that. Sabres and the Penguins. Sabres, G65, that is 5. Penguins, N16 is 2. Buffalo with a 5-2 victory over Pittsburgh. That is your final score hockey by Downey Games. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always Thursday. Thursday night, we will be at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles, California for Inside the Crease Hockey as the New York Rangers will take on the Los Angeles Kings. Before that, Wednesday, we will be playing The Legacy of Cthulhu by Mind's Vision. Saturday, which will likely be an afternoon upload, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the recipes from the World of H.P. Lovecraft cookbook as we make the entree, Sonia's Magical Spaghetti. Sunday morning, the 2025 Summer of Lovecraft will continue against Yog-Sothoth as we play Arkham Horror 2nd Edition. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The New Jersey Devils beat up on the Toronto Maple Leafs here at home by a final score of 4-1. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys Wednesday for the Legacy of Cthulhu.